What's up, everybody? Welcome to America's and I guess the world's favorite new Survivor talk show, and that is the Survivor 46 pre-show. And welcome back to the Survivor Now podcast. My name is Randy, and today I am joined. He is back this week. Eric Abraham from season 41. Abraham, you were away last week. You were at Bryson Wynn Presents, correct?
I was at Bryson Wynn's event up in Dallas. Man, we had a great time. We had some of the 46 in present. I mean, it was also good to get out and be with the fans, watch an episode. But y'all said a lot of things about me when I wasn't here. Don't think I don't tune in just because I'm not here.
Me? No, not me.
You and Mariah. I was like, oh, so now it's a fire challenge? That's how we're going to take over my top spot on the Survivor Now podcast, a fire challenge? Well, Mariah, I throw the gauntlet down. Next time you see me, let's do it.
Oh, yeah, we are definitely doing this summer. We need to do it.
I tuned into the show, and I'm like, he's like, fire challenge, we're going to take his spot. I was like, oh, that's how we do when we leave. Okay, that's cool.
This is some extra content. If you guys don't know, this is stuff you got to tune in to find out during our after show. So Mariah filled in for Abraham. And Mariah, we kept joking the entire podcast that she was going to take Abraham's spot on the podcast. And we said we were going to decide who gets to keep the Survivor Now analyst position by a fire-making challenge. But Abraham, you know I can never replace you, my friend. We've been doing this for
look, I'm just telling you what I heard when I tuned in to check out the podcast. I'm just telling you what I heard. I said, okay, well, that's how it's going to be. Let's get it on.
I'm just saying, where's the proof, my friend? That's all I'm doing.
Look, I still got the flint from when I started my show, so I still got them right here.
Well, if you guys know by now, I think why everyone loves the pre-show is we are going to be talking about what could be taking place in tonight's episode. We're going to kind of review some of the stuff that happened last week where I don't know how much of that we're going to review because my memory is so shot today. I have like one of those pressure headaches from like the fact that the weather's changing. So I'm like, what did happen last week? So you guys might have to remind me a little bit about that. But I remember last week was such a great episode, the double elimination, a lot of strategy went down. You guys can also hop into our live chat, Ancient Voices. Let us know what you think. And Abraham, we have so many people tuning in immediately. Like, thank you guys so much for being here. Ready to go. If you like our content, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. It helps get this pre-show more over YouTube. Let's look at some of these comments, Abraham. So Zans is here in the chat. What you guys talking about? We're going to be talking about what's going to take place tonight, kind of what to expect going into episode 8. This season is going very quickly. We only have about
weeks, it's over.
5-6 more weeks to go. Hello, ads. Hi, guys. I predict Charlie will be voted out tonight. Let's see. Oh, I hope not. Let's see. Georgette says I'm predicting Q. Captain Obvious says, after watching the sneak peek, I think Liz is going this week. And then Amy, that was a super fun show with Mariah. We heart Abraham too. We all heart Abraham. Before we get into the actual discussion, I do have some housekeeping stuff I have to get out of the way. So we have a full week of content. If you guys are new to the channel, we have 5 episodes a week covering the latest episode of Survivor 46. So you get all the analysis, if I can talk. And then let me walk you through what's going on this week. So this is the pre-show. Come back after the episode tonight. Myself and Abraham will be here discussing everything that took place with season 44 Castaway, Josh Wilder. Abraham, Josh is incredible. I can't wait to chat with him tonight, man.
Man, Josh has an incredible story just to be out there playing Survivor. He has an incredible life. And to be able to actually meet and talk to him in person is always a fabulous thing. I met him before the show aired at a Halloween party in Atlanta. And then the show aired. So it's been a pleasure to meet him and talk to him. But excellent story, man. One of the things about Survivor, it brings a lot of different people together. His profession is a podiatrist. Deshaun's profession is the podiatrist. So it's great to see them guys get together and talk business sometimes. But looking forward to talking to Josh after the show.
Oh, and I'm just happy that he respects us enough to take time out of like his super busy schedule doing this. Yeah, this is incredible. Can't wait to speak with Josh. And then tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern time, join Tegwith and Kara, the gals, as they cover everything that happened on the episode from a social standpoint on Survivor Social. That is 9 p.m. Eastern time. And then on Friday, join Jack and Will for our power ranking show, Survivor Stock Watch. And that will be at 2 p.m. Eastern time. And then after that, it's our final analysis show. Matthew, Ollie, and Phil forgot something for you. They will recap everything from an in-depth perception. Perspective. That's what I'm saying. I cannot talk. I told you, I'm blaming it on this headache. I cannot talk today. And they will take you scene by scene and make sure that they cover everything that might have been missed during the rest of the analysis over the week. So there, I got that out of the way, and I can kind of talk now. Let me just get my Sally sells seashells at the seashore. Sally, blah, blah, blah. Is
that what it is? Is that how
I think it's yeah. I'm getting tongue-tied over here. Abraham, we didn't get your reactions to last week's eliminations of Tim and Soda because you were away. So just kind of give us as a small recap. You weren't surprised at all.
I kind of knew Tim was on the way out because of the transition in the conversation between Q and Maria, and just that whole dynamics of going on the journey, outlining who your top player is, coming back, finding out at the merge that, hey, your top player doesn't even know they're the top player. And then I'm looking at Maria. She's playing her own game and not Tim's game, where Tim thinks he's playing her game. I think that already put a little rift in there. So it wasn't a long stretch once they divided up to say who might get voted out on that end. And I figured somebody was going to get blindside. Soda would have been the one that I would have said was going to be blindside. But, it's hindsight is 2020, 2022. So, but I'm like, giving Soda out, I wouldn't have taken her out this early, but I couldn't. She wasn't a surprise either. And you know what was fabulous, man? I got a chance to look at the episode, and as it developed, look across at Maria and her family and see their reaction as
Maria was there?
I didn't say she was there. Guy said I looked over and saw her, so she might have been there. And then I looked down at Q, and Q was sitting in a chair looking at the show. That might have been Q sitting in a chair looking at the episode, watching the fans watch Q watch the episode. I mean, if you get an opportunity to come out to a Bryson Wimp event, come on out. You never know who's going to show up. Me and Danny was out there. Got on my Danny t-shirt tonight. Michaela was out there. Oh, and the new cast of The Circle was out there.
Ooh, so, when does that start? Did that just start
today? I think it's today. Oh, but we don't want to get off track. This is Survivor pre-show. I think from last episode, lines have been drawn in the sand, and now we're about to see. I'm gonna tell everybody the same thing I always tell you. Survivor's played in 2 stages: the pregame, the merge. Now you've already merged. Now you got to get with somebody, 1 or 2 people, and say we're gonna try to take over and take us far. But you gotta balance it out. I think the person in the best position right now is Maria. I think Maria's in the best position to kind of sit back. You already eliminated Tim, so you already showed your loyalty to the group. Now, if that group of 5 remains together, but let me tell you who might be in hot water tonight. Kenzie.
Why Kenzie? Because I know who's in hot water tonight, and I don't like it at all.
Because here's the thing. Liz and Kenzie really don't have a home. So if we look at it like, okay, where can Liz go? Liz is the same thing as Mariah. She was a disposable vote. And if you look at it, okay, Liz also started off telling people, well, I'm just here. I got this going on. I got that going on. Liz didn't hold back at all. Now you one tribe. Now you got to say, okay, where do they fit at? So we're looking at Q, and I think if those 3 stay strong, Mackenzie is good. But if those 3 don't stay strong, Mackenzie's going to be out tonight, or it's going to be Liz tonight, because I don't see Charlie leaving tonight. I think that the Charlie's Angel is still strong. What's left of them. So I think they're going to be good. And you know what's funny is you ain't said nothing about Venus. Venus, is it going to be like one of those episodes where Venus was a primary target, and then now we just kind of forget about Venus for a couple episodes?
Here's my fear with Venus. So we saw last week on the Next Time on Survivor, and remember, Jeff Probst says something at Tribal Council where he says, man, I have never seen anything like this. So something big should be happening at Tribal Council tonight. Here's my fear. I don't like to look into social media, but the fact that every castaway has been hyping up this episode. Get ready tonight, guys. This is a good one. This is going to be a great episode, except for Venus tweeted out, whatever you want to call it. Venus sent out, no, I'm not watching tonight's episode.
Well, hey, that could be a sign.
And then she also sent out a long message saying, you don't understand how difficult it can be to get so much hate and stuff online. And I just once again want to say, like, don't send hate to castaways. These are just regular people out there playing a game.
Because if you meet me in person, I'm look, it's gonna be way different. We're not TV characters. I mean, we're real people. So, if you approach me from a perspective of looking at a snippet of who I am on TV, you're gonna get some prizes, man. Shit, Q is he taller than I am. So I'm like, look, he came to work. He brought his pail and everything. So I would not run up on him. But we're real people, man. I mean, we get an opportunity to do something amazing by playing the game, but it can be vicious, especially if you try to absorb it all and you try to be on all these platforms. You try to listen to what everybody's saying. It can be kind of rough out there, and you got to be mindful of that. So, but I think the cast we have, like previous casts, I think the cast makes the show. And Venus is definitely a part of making this show what it is for this season, because she brings that fire to it. She brings that toughness. She brings that I'm scrappy, and I like that in Venus. So even though, regardless of what was tweeted out or whatever, I don't follow any of that stuff. I wait till the show airs, and then I see what's going to happen. But
I'm a little worried, Abraham. I'm a little worried.
Venus been instrumental, man. Venus is the reason why we have that antagonist on the show this season. Somebody says, no, I'm not going down without a fight. You go back to the well, she was like, nah, it's not going to be me or her. I don't even like that idea. Let's try this right here. And she gets her way. That person got voted out. So Venus is just as much a part of the game, but Venus has always struggled from not having a group. Soda was, I would say one of her nemesis.
Someone work with my girl. Like, someone just give her an opportunity. We got a few comments here.
Who we got?
Zans agrees with you. Maria and Charlie working hard out here. Zans also says, we haven't even seen Liz operate like that yet, though, so we don't know what she has up her sleeve. The interesting thing about Liz that I will add on is we saw a relationship form last week between her and Tevin. Mariah and I spoke about that, how Tevin felt very comfortable pitching the plan to Liz, and that's usually you don't pitch a name to someone unless you feel really close to them. So maybe the Liz and Tevin alliance is a little stronger than we think. And then Amy also adds in, Randy says, keep Venus's name out your mouth. I sure do. Jay also
Randy got the new look.
Jay adds into the conspiracy. Venus may have spoiled her ouster tonight, and adds in, at this rate, CBS may block postseason interviews this season, like what they did with Omar after the Drea incident in 42. It's very unique, and it's something, a lot of times we just talk about what's happening on air, Abraham. But I feel like this is something that maybe we just need to spend just a quick little second on. I feel like the rules this year with the castaways posting stuff has been a little bit more relaxed. We've been seeing there was just a few weeks ago, there was a lot of beef happening online between the cast itself. So I'm almost wondering if 47 and onward, CBS will really crack down on what you're allowed to post on social media.
So we were doing our season, we were definitely legitimately signed up for not saying nothing. So, yeah, which is understandable. Coming off of the pandemic, very first season, we weren't allowed to say anything. So I don't know. And I think what CBS has done, I'm just hypothetically thinking, they saying that the show is starting to get that motion back, and they want to just let the cast be a little more freer in what they do, because we do have contractual agreements on what we will and will not do. So, and that may have been laxed, or they may have took it upon themselves. Either or. I don't know what the answer to that question is, but I wouldn't agree with the cast directly having conflict. But here's the thing about it is conflict starts in the game. Sometimes conflict spills over into real life because they know way more than what's being presented on TV. And then if somebody says something or something else, I could see, but it kind of cheats the fans because if there is a beef, you want to kind of keep it aside. You don't want to have it spill over into this side and be like, oh yeah, we got a beef. No, we don't. If it's a beef, keep it in the family, keep it in the Survivor family and let the show air and let everybody play out. But it's some players that play that don't speak to each other, will never be around each other. That's the nature of the game. And some people take it certain ways, So I'm pretty much relaxed with pretty much anybody. Nobody's done anything to me where I say, oh man, I feel kind of like this. We played a game and you played your part in the game. Once you leave the island. Now, if I meet you outside of the game and you that person, then we good. I'm not gonna mess with you because I know what kind of person you were. But
well, Abraham, on a lighthearted note, let's make our predictions about what happens tonight that has Jeff going. This has never happened before. And let us know in the comments. The whole thing about the pre-shows, we love interacting with you guys as much as possible. So let us know in the comments. Use the hashtag SMP on X if you'd like to do that as well. Let us know your predictions. But what is causing Jeff to say this has never happened before? And Abraham, I have a few predictions. I have one that I think is really realistic. And I have one that is not realistic, but I could see maybe.
Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna say I think I know what you might be teasing to, but let's see if you're teasing to it. If you tease into it, I'm gonna be like, that's what I was thinking too. Go ahead, I'm waiting.
Wait, which one do you want to know first? The realistic one or kind of the wild card one?
No, let me go to the wild card. I think that's
the wild card is someone refuses to vote.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I refuse to vote. I'm not voting.
Oh, that would just throw chaos into this whole situation. What would you do if they refuse to vote? I mean, that's just chaos.
I think they'd kick them off the show. Like you can't force them to go. Like I guarantee if you're like, I guarantee if you're like, Jeff, I'm not voting. And then Jeff would probably be like, you have to vote. You're under contract. And if they're like, I'm not voting, then he'd probably be like, all right, then you're quitting the game. I think that's what would happen.
He could do that. He could spin it. He wouldn't say the word contract because you can't use it on live TV. So he's not going to say that. Messy Jeff. But that would be a very interesting.
That's my wild card.
That's a real wild one. But you know what? That would be something brand new. That would be something that we've never seen before. So I'm kind of interested to see how that plays out.
And now you want my realistic prediction.
Okay, let's get serious.
My realistic prediction is 2 people play the shot in the dark and both are safe.
First of all, I hate the shot in the dark. Second of all, that means that the first person you voted out didn't get voted out, and that means the second person that they picked to vote out are both safe.
And so that would mean out of 10 people, I believe there's 10 people left in the game. 1 person is safe with immunity. 2 people are safe because of shot in the dark. And then I'm guessing Jeff reads all the votes, and they have to re-vote because what you just said, Abraham, the 2 people who got votes are both safe because their shot in the dark die, which means they have to re-vote, which is something that I don't think has ever happened in Survivor, where you have to re-vote because no one got votes.
Let me tell you something, man. That should have been your wildest idea on the back end. That should have been your first one. That should have been your wildest scenario, because if that comes true, Randy Bruce, you a fortune teller. And when the lottery gets to $1 billion again, I'm going to go ahead and Randy, give me them numbers. The first one, somebody not voting, I could see somebody taking a stance and saying, I'm not going to vote. But I had a better thing. They get
kicked off the show if that was the case. They would definitely get kicked off.
I would think that somebody's going to get into an altercation of words and say some old craziness at Tribal Council. That wasn't something that's ever been said or done before.
This is the main prediction. A lot of people are predicting that. I mean, from what I'm seeing online, a lot of people are predicting Venus and Tevin are going to get in an argument over. That's what I had right there. Over who is responsible for Soda's elimination, because we saw that last week where Soda gave the credit to Venus and Venus is, I know, thank you. And Tevin even goes, no, but I am totally on Venus's side as I've been all season, because Tevin, you voted for Venus. You can't own up to the Soda move if you didn't even vote for Soda. That's how I feel.
Here's the thing. You were looking at it from the TV side of it. They don't know that. They don't know who did it. Now, go back to when you said Liz, he presented it to Liz. So from Liz is actually okay, let's say Liz get voted out a couple of episodes from here, or next episode. She goes to Ponderosa. She said, no, tell me, he was the instrument behind you getting voted out. They don't know Venus voted her out. See, credit is taken based off of who knows that you did something, not off of secrecy. So you can't say, well, I wanted her out. Well, no, Venus, we know you wanted her out, but Telfin was right here telling us to vote for her. So who you gonna go with?
I mean, yes, but if I'm Venus or something, like it should become obvious that Tevin was the one who voted for Venus. And once that comes out, it's just going to be, how can you own up to that move when you didn't even vote for the person that you're trying to claim went home because of you?
It's about to get hot in Survivor World right now. It's about to get hot. Let me say, line's been drawn in the sand. You got people, Maria that made her decision. She voted out Tim. You don't voted out Soda. Somebody that was on a tribe that didn't have any fractures now has fractures. Everybody gonna try to scramble, figure out who's my top 1 or 2 to play with throughout the rest of the game. So we got some things going on. We ain't say nothing about Tiffany. Tiffany over there saying, hey, I'm good. I'm just gonna keep my little idol, keep rolling.
Tiffany potentially Tiffany still has her idol. Hunter Balls of Steel still has his idol. Abraham, usually, you know me, I usually don't shout out how many exact people are watching the stream. But we have 35 people right now watching before the episode. This is the fastest growing show. I wanted to say that because thank you guys. Like, we love doing this pre-show. This is something we've been talking about for a minute. Abraham might have been my best idea ever, but we got some comments.
Let somebody else pat you on the back. I was gonna tell you, man, but you jumped out there and told yourself, so I ain't gonna say nothing.
Oh, you were gonna say it's the best idea I've ever had?
It might be the hair and the new beard, man. It might be you might be rocking a different style, but I don't know.
Yeah, I have a whole different look now. Yeah, it happens every week. We got a lot of comments to get to here. Zans, a monkey swings in and steals the votes. That would be wild. Man, if that happens, Zans, we're bringing you on the podcast.
Everybody is leaving.
Hello says, my prediction, some sort of live tribal where either 2 people quit or Venus has a bratty move, like I'm a quit if things don't go my way. It's some drama with Venus and live tribal. Definitely could be what's going on. Hello, ads. I want to get to all your comments here. I think Jeff would be more excited instead of baffled if it was just an advantage play. It seems it's more of a cultural shock. Yeah, you're probably right about that. Amy adds in, both of these scenarios are pretty wild, talking about like mine. Let's see what we got here. Zans adds in, Liz claimed it, Venus claimed it, Tevin claimed it, Charlie claimed it, Maria claimed it, my guess. So maybe everybody claims it, and it's just about an argument over the last vote. Let's see. I think that's Vincent. The person who deserves credit is the one who organizes the vote. Tevin. It doesn't matter if Tevin literally voted for Soda or not. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong there.
So I'm talking about right there. You organize and you get credit for it.
Captain Obvious, according to the sneak peek, Liz wants credit for the Soda vote as well.
I don't know how Liz is going to get voted. That ain't no credit. Is Liz on Survivor? Is she still playing? Hold on, let me look at my.
Liz can take credit. What are you talking about?
Man, Liz ain't.
Captain Obvious also adds in, could end up being a 3-way argument between Tevin, Venus, and Liz. By the way, Abraham, what's going on with your? Let me look at this. What's going on with your fantasy team right now? Get in your bracketology picks. By the way,
I'm not sure how the fantasy numbers work because I should be in number 1. The only reason I even lost anyone because he went out for injury. Other than that, I should be the leader as always every season. And the only reason I'm not the leader is because he got hurt. Other than that,
fantasy points, Abraham, go by advantages found, whether they lose or win challenges, how much TV time they get, stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff that goes into the points.
And again, that's why I'm in third still.
You're third. It's going to be backwards, but so everyone.
Hold up, let's see here. That's only because hey man, because Soda's gone. So how is Ollie still 274? He lost a player. And I'm 248.
He did, but Tiffany and Kinsey they're dominating.
I think Randy got some You got some odd mathematics, man. I got to go to the page and look myself because I'm trying to see how I got. There you go. How have I not dominated this yet? So
another thing that while Abraham does that, another thing that we saw in the preview as we have about 10 more minutes here before we get off air, so we all can get ready, get cozy to watch episode 8 tonight. We also see a moment where Hunter is up in a tree doing maybe Spy Shack type stuff. Abraham, did you ever think about climbing a tree when you were out on Survivor?
So here's the thing. Everybody has looked at previous episodes of Survivor to include season 41 up to 45, because 46 would have been filming or something. And here's the thing. You want to do that in your mind, but when you climb up that tree and fall out, guess what? There ain't nothing to stop you from falling, and they're not going to stop you from climbing up that tree. So I caution any Survivor in future play, be cautious when you decided to replicate a Tony move or a Hunter move, because there ain't nothing to stop you in that ground. That ground hurts. So go ahead, climb up there and do a Spy Shack. I'm gonna lay on the ground like Brad did. I'm gonna lay behind some weeds or something. I ain't going up nowhere high where I can fall, because if you fall, you go into the house. They're gonna take you on. Hey, look, they're gonna pick you up. They're gonna bring the stretcher out. It's gonna be a theatrical event. And they're going to wheel you out and somebody else is going to take your place. And I'll be like, well, told you not to climb up there. You wasn't paying attention to the podcast.
Well, Abraham, maybe this is foreshadowing, because we have now found out that today's challenge, same one that Dee and Kelly won last year, it is the one where you have to, what's the name of the challenge? I can't believe I don't know that. It's the one where you have to hang on to a pole and not fall.
I like those endurance challenges because anybody can win them.
So that's the challenge today. Who do we think is going to win that? Because maybe this is foreshadowing that Hunter is the one that's going to win it, because he can lock his arms around there and just not let go.
My top two. I'm looking at top two, Maria and Hunter.
I think Kenzie should be up there. I think Kenzie could definitely win this challenge.
Has Kenzie come in and we've only done one individual immunity challenge.
And she won it. Don't disrespect Kenzie. She won the necklace. Yeah, it was her and Maria. Those were the two who got the necklaces last week.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, my bad. Give a shout out.
Disrespecting Kenzie over here.
Okay, we give Kenzie a shout out in third, but I think I think Hunter may have a better idea of it. We in a few days in, we're more than a few days in, but now your body's starting to feel the effects of living on the island, eating limited amount of food. So everybody's kind of going to be performing differently. You're gonna have to, like Jeff like to say, dig deep. So it's gonna be kind of interesting to see who can do the physical part now after they've been out there for at least 15 days. I think it's 15 days.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
Hey.
Zans adds in, I thought smaller people have almost always done best on this. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it just depends whether someone has gigantic toes like Dee did last season.
Smaller or big toes? I mean, heavier, or because big toes might be better for this one. So it's gonna be kind of interesting. Well, we hope we don't see Q do the same thing he did last time, where he threw the challenge so he wouldn't be looking like he could win. So I'm waiting to see how that floats out again.
Through the challenge.
But Q's the nicest guy you ever meet in person, man. He's an interesting guy in person. As interesting as he is on the show, he is equally as interesting in person. So,
by the way, Abraham, before we went live here, I saw on Instagram they just announced that you will be at the event in Florida this December. Did you? Yeah. They just. Oh, Abraham didn't even know this. They just announced that you're going to be down there.
Hey, look, I did not know. Whose site was that on?
Let me see. I think I can find the post here.
On Instagram? Oh yeah, no, man. That's the first time I've seen that one. Okay. So that's on yeah, man. What page? Is that on your page or is that on my page?
I mean, I shared it on the Survivor Now Instagram page, but
okay.
On all of your.
Yeah, man. I guess I will be in Florida because that's the first time I've actually seen that. So, yes, I will be down supporting Omar. Omar is working for the charity. I don't want to mess it up. I got it right here so I can actually say it correctly versus making up a name that I can't remember because I saw it on my email. It's the Edge Foundation. So he's Over the Edge is what it's called. It's called Over the Edge. It's the foundation where he works for now. And yes, we'll be back in Orlando more details to come because, like Randy just said, I didn't know I was already slated. So,
Abraham, before we go here, I also have to ask you. You've been mentioning my new hairstyle and my new beard. This is the same hair that I've had for months now.
Now, for those that have not known Randy is also an actor, and he does different type of acting roles, and he's also a singer. So he changes his look. To sometimes I'm confused on what look he's using, and I'll be like, is that a new look or something or a change? See, that's Randy from the JCPenney's catalog right there, or from the movie Twilight.
The movie Twilight.
He was a movie cameo, Twilight. So that's Randy right there. But now he got a little fuzz on his chin now, so he has a whole different model look going. So Randy has a lot of jobs, man.
Try to stay busy.
Podcasting is just one of 25 different jobs. So it's always good, man. You always have a new look. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna see Randy with a different look. I can't shake my hair, man, because that day's over. But no, man. I like the versatility, man. I like the versatility.
Yeah,
you got a little bling tonight. Got a little bling on. So
yeah, always, man. You know me too well, Abraham. Always changing my look. Well, yes, I do have like a lot of jobs going on, but you know that I'm committed to this podcast. And tonight, I hope you guys are committed to coming back and watching the after show when Abraham and myself are joined by season 44 guest Josh Wilder. We are so excited to speak with Josh. The last thing I got to say. Amy did add in, I think Tevin will win immunity. Would love to see that for Tevin. Definitely do. Yeah. Vincent right here. I'm hyped up for tonight's episode, even though I won't watch it until tomorrow morning. Yeah, definitely. After you watch the episode, go back and watch our after show. Interact with us. Would love it. Also adds in Abraham roasting Randy. I didn't take it as a roast.
Oh, hey, look, always. That's how we do it.
And Georgette, love you to death, says I'm coming back tonight. Yes, definitely. We are going live immediately after it goes off the air. Well, it's kind of immediate, like 9:35-ish. We'll be going live, and you guys can interact with us there. Abraham, before we head out to go get our drinks ready, get in our favorite pajamas, get ready to sit back and watch the episode, do you have anything else you want to say?
Look, it's going to be fire tonight. You're playing Survivor. Let's see you play Survivor tonight. I want to see players play Survivor. I want to see some strategy. I want to see some backstabbing. I want to see some sand kicking up. I want to see that commitment and challenges to win. I want to see somebody struggle to get that necklace. I don't want nobody to be like, oh, everybody quit. No. I want to see y'all fight for it. So it's gonna be fireworks tonight. I'm looking forward to this episode. And
I'll leave you at this. Dakota says maybe someone gets medical evacuated at Tribal.
We don't want that part. I mean,
yeah, I sure hope not. But if you guys enjoy this pre-show, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you guys later tonight. Enjoy episode 8 of Survivor 46.